everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration video. I hope everybody's keeping well since the last video, and I hope you're all looking forward to this one. Now, I've had some Skype. This has been a little while now, but my phone updated, my iPhone, and since it updated, how I normally watch my YouTube videos and that, it's totally changed it. I can't watch anything in full screen how I used to watch it. I had to download Google Chrome onto my phone. Then I can watch videos in full screen, but then I can't comment on any. I have gone through it another way. Accidentally, I found another way to get onto it, the videos, but it's a long, drawn out, blinking way of getting on, and takes ages. And when I'm on that one, I can see the comments, but I've got to go and look for them. Before, anybody who commented on my videos, the comments would come up on my emails, so I knew. But now nothing comes up on my emails, so unless I go looking for your comments, I can't see them. And believe me, I've got to look for them sometimes, because you know, I find it so difficult to get onto them. So if I do miss any comments, you know, if I do miss replying to any of your comments, I'm really sorry, but it's a pain in the arse. I don't know what's happened to the phone. But anyway, we'll get on with today's video. So first of all, thank you everybody for joining me again. Thanks for being patient with me. I haven't had a lot of time, and you know, I've done a couple of Matchbox ones as well, but we're back to a Corgi one this time. So this time the video is going to be a restoration of a Corgi Major Toys Big Bedford articulated milk tanker, and that's the S-type Bedford, not the TK, and that's number 1129. So I hope you enjoy this video. We better get on with it. So as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Okay then, let's take a closer look at this model. Well, it doesn't look too bad on you know, first look at it. It's got the wheels minus the tyres. It was light blue underneath. I don't know if that was the milk tanker one. I think it's got the white on the back, so I would assume this was the milk tanker. That's what it's going to go back as. I'm not sure if I'll do it as that milk tanker, or I might do a custom one. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how I can make decals or not. If I can find, you know, I might put it as our Jersey Dairy colours. Well, they've had several colours actually over the past decades. They were maroon and white when I was a kid, and it was the Jersey Milk Marketing Board. Then it went to Jersey Dairy, and they were sort of yellowy orange and white. I'll have to try and Google some pictures. Hopefully there might be some. So it all depends on whether I can make some decals or not. Otherwise, if I can't, then it'll go back as the milk tanker that Dinky did, because I should be able to make those decals okay. Now, she's been squished, the cab's been squished. Can probably straighten out okay. but the other problem, somebody has either cut the mudguards or purposely snapped them off. That looks like it's been done on purpose, which is a bit unfortunate. It has been well done because it doesn't look like they've been cut. It looks like that's what they're meant to be. But so it's a dilemma. Either I rebuild those mudguards or I use a different casting on the you know, for the Bedford. So yeah, well, that's come out of there. That should be stuck in there, and it pulls in and out of the tractor unit. There's a tyre in that one. It's not the clip. I'll leave that in the tractor unit. There you can see the mudguards a bit better like that. Shame they're cut. Right, so that's just 2 rivets, one front, one back. And the axles, the wheels are pull off and push on. This one, the axle's slightly bent at the back, so we'll have to sort that out. So Corgi Major Toys, made in Great Britain. This tin base has got 1, 2, 3 rivets. We'll have to drill out, and then that should be pretty much it. I see it's white inside. I'm assuming it was the milk tanker, and nobody's painted it. So the whole lot must have been painted white, and then they painted the blue afterwards, I suppose. I'm not sure if I do it like that or whether I'll paint the blue first. It's a difficult one. I'll have to Google, see if there was, because I think there was there a petrol tanker in blue as well? There's definitely remnants of blue on there and remnants of white, but whether the white is, you know, as I say, the inside seems to be white as well, so not sure how they were done. This is the first one really I've got of this, and I do like these. I've been after one for a while, but they usually go quite a bit of money. So this one came in a job lot at the auction, so I was quite pleased to get that. Okay, so we're going to get the tools, and then we'll get this one apart and then see what we've got, see what's what. Okay then, I've got my tray here. I've done, well, Martin Dare gave me a bit of advice. He said if you sand your tray down you will get rid of the shine. I might not have quite done it enough. I've just done a bit quickly. I haven't done the edges, but that's what I've done. I might do it a bit more, like I say, but it seems to have worked, taken the glare away. So okay, well, I'm going to start with this smaller drill bit. Don't ask me what size it is, because I've just got loads of bits in my box there. So I'll start with that, and then I'll go in with a bigger one after. Incidentally, I've looked up, and I think this is the milk one, because the milk tanker, because the ones online, when they've taken photographs, well, on eBay I've looked, of them upside down, that's how they are. They're white inside, and you can see the bits of blue, you know, overspray. So pretty much sure it's the milk tanker one. That's it. I'll do the same on this tractor unit. I haven't decided if I'm going to use it yet. I thought I had another one, but I've been going through all my boxes upstairs in this bedroom, and I don't seem to have. So I have put a bid on one on eBay. I hate splitting things up. There is one on eBay. I'm probably, if I get it, I'm probably going to pay too much for it. But when it's something you want to do something, well, I tend to pay a little bit more for something I want. I still might have a go at that one, I don't know. But for this model, I want it to be quite nice. I don't want it that if I knock it, mudguard might fall off because I've patched it, or, do you know what I mean? This might stay in my box as an emergency, but I'll get the window unit out because it's good. So we'll drill it anyway. Get the base off. God, that rivets. The thing's not in the middle of that, that's for sure. Okay. Right. Put that to one side and we're going with a bigger one. Don't ask me again what size it is. Here's my box of drill bits. I have got some other ones I use for my rivets, which I know what size are, but these I just take whatever I fancy. This is very big. Shit, I've just gone off. It's almost too big. I can't get it to stay in the centre. This is a pain, this, because this back one, there's no depth to put another rivet in. Okay, that's gone. Deep enough, I think. Screwdriver. Let's see if it comes off. There you go. There, that's it. That's that base off. There's the little tiny tyre. Diddy one, I don't know what size that is. But for the hook, the pin to go in for the trailer. I mean, these I've undone. They're all different size tyres have been put in, so must have been what they had at the time, I don't know. So there's a little bit of depth. You can put a shallow rivet in there. Right. I'll just put that to one side because I want to get this window unit out, but I think I'm going to do Martin's trick and heat up. I've got a metal straw now, so I'll probably heat that up and use that to get the window unit out. Okay, let's go with the trailer now. One, two. Right, let's see if that's enough. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah, it's enough there. Is the middle enough? No, I think I have to go some more on the middle. A little bit more. Try that. That's it. And the front one's gone as well. So I need to get that pin out again. Okay. Right. And that's that out. So nice big rivet posts. Actually, I don't know whether I might screw that or not. I might screw it actually. I might screw it together. I'm starting to get a bit of a fan of the screwing them together. It's just good if you've ever got to undo them again, isn't it? Right, hang on. Got that undone, so put those drill bits out the way, my drill out the way for a minute. I'll just get rid of this swath off my little tray. Right, where's my straw? I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be big enough. I've got this metal drinking straw. Not sure if it's going to be big enough to go over. I don't think it is. Yeah. I've got either too big a tube or not big enough. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, so I might have to drill that. I might have to drill that one in. Okay, get me drill back. We'll get my drill back. Which one was I using now? I think it was that one. Can't remember which one. I don't think it was that one. It might be a safer one to start with. Use the bigger one now. Don't think it is bigger, to be honest. I think I've taken the wrong one. Try that one. Let's try this one. It's almost there. Actually not too bad these, because they're quite deep, the rivets. They're quite deep, and I mean, don't get me wrong, you still could go through the roof of the cab, but there's enough on there that you don't have to. Fortunately, that's kind of splayed itself out, that rivet. Let's see. Going. It might be enough. Can go a little bit more. Because I can still see the centre. The roof hasn't been touched yet. But that might be enough. Might be enough. It might not be enough, but it might be enough. Actually, now that's it. I wonder if the straw would fit over the what's left of the rivet. No. 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 Unfortunately not. See, there's still a bit to that side of it. Oh God, I've prematurely taken the drill bit out of the drill. Go a bit more. Oh, it doesn't want to go, eh? It doesn't want to budge. drill bit is as blunt as, it's as blunt as old Nick, as I would say. Well, that's loose. She's out. There you go. Look, she's out. Perfect. See, you can see, well, I think you can see there's still quite a lot of rivet left there. You know, could have gone a bit more without any worry. Don't know what the tape is on the roof for, but I haven't gone through it, you can see. See, the old cab is squished. You're going to need a bit of a whack. It's squished. It's squished that way, and it's also squished that way. That, you can see that door pillar's well bent, and then of course that one's bent, so it needs sort of hitting from that back corner with a rubber mallet. Where's my rubber? Here's my rubber mallet. I'll probably knacker it up doing this now. Oh, it's not really going anywhere. I think it's going to be a bit heavy going to do that. I think I might need to heat it up a bit. I think it's gone very slightly, but that roof needs to go up a bit in that corner as well. I'll have to muck around with that. That's if I'm going to use it. I don't know, like I say, I don't know if I'm going to use it yet. It'd be a challenge, I suppose, to use it. Anyway, at least we've got this out. This is what we wanted to get out. It's filthy dirty, but it should clean up okay. Right, wheels. Hang on, let me move these drill bits out of the way. Put them back in the box out of the way. Empty my tray of bits of metal filings. Oh, shit, there must have been then. Knife it went on the floor. That's what I was trying to avoid. Blooming cabbage. Don't want that for a minute. I will have a go at this one in the time being, because I might not get that other one. Oh yeah, I will. I paid to buy it now, but yeah, I've done a buy it now in the tractor unit, but it hasn't been sent yet. So yeah, I'll crack on and try and do something with this one in waiting, because I'm impatient like that. Okay, right, I need a tub. There's a tub. There's a tub. Put the bits and pieces in there so we don't lose them. Right, wheels off. I need my little puller. Right, where's my puller? Oh dear, my toolbox is jammed now. I can't open the drawer. Something moved underneath. Hang on, I have to get back to you because my toolbox is well and truly jammed. Okay, I'm back. I've got my puller. I yanked the drawer and some of my models went flying. I lost some of the bits on the floor. I've had to start looking for them. Oh my goodness. Just one of those. It's one of those days. Right, got the puller. Let's get these wheels off. There we go. Keep it in the middle. Plastic thing moves when you turn it. There it goes. It's coming off. It's tight though. Hell. There you go, it's off. Okie dokie. That's it, that one's off. I'll leave that one on the axle. Doesn't matter, 'cause it's just going to be polished up anyway. So that's that base. It's got a little bend on it there we need to straighten. That with the pliers, yeah. Just a little bit, that's all you need to do. I'll have a proper look at it after it's bent down a little bit in the back there, but just a case of tweaking it here and there. Right, I've done it too much now. Right, it's not bad. So that can go in the caustic. This can go in the caustic. I'm going to file the tops of those rivets off. Don't know about that one, I'll have to do it with the rotary tool. And then I'll drill them out and tap them, put screws in. Right, need to get these wheels off. Plenty wear in that one. Oof. Plenty wear in all of them. That's well worn, that. Wonder if I could put something through there to take up the slack, like a tube of some sort. Because I can use this base again, that's not a problem. If I don't use the actual cab, I'll use the base again. Okay, that's that wheel off. Perhaps I better check the lengths of the axles because I don't want to muddle them up. Okay, so the long one. Okay, the long one goes on the trailer. Don't know if these two are the same length. Yeah, they're the same length, front and back. So that's alright. So I know the tractor unit are the two shorter ones. I haven't got the tyre off yet. It's not a bad tyre. It could be used again. It's got glue or something on it. Yeah, it's not really great. Keep it to one side, I'll put it in the pot. You never know when you might be desperate for a tyre, when you suddenly realise you haven't ordered or bought any new ones and you need one for a model. Sort of thing I do all the time. Okay, so that's that wheel off. So that's all the axles off. There you go, we're cooking on gas now. That's it then. That can go into the caustic. That can go into the caustic. And then I'll do these, tap them. You've seen me do it before, so I'll do that off camera. Save a bit of time because I'm running short of time. And my brother's asked me to help him again after work. Well, I'm just flailing grass, topping grass, and I've got enough for nearly 2 weeks evenings after work, so I'm not going to be doing much modelling, much model restoration, so I'll try and save a bit of time. I've done a couple of easy ones, small matchbox ones already to keep me going, but I need to do some of these bigger ones again as well. Okay, I've got a couple of Code 3s planned, but they're going to take a little while. There's something else I'm waiting for on eBay. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. I've got two cabs. I'm going to change something. I've got two cabs. One I bought on eBay that hasn't come yet, and one that I've already got, which I was annoyed that somebody had cut it off the rest of it, the chassis part, dinky cab. and now I'm pleased because that's what I would have to do, and I don't like doing that. I don't want to wreck a good model just to make a code 3, but if I can find one already wrecked, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll catch you in a bit when we come to put that, well, I'll put it in the caustic and then I'll come back to you when it's all cleaned and wire brush, ready to put the primer on it. Okie doke. Right, it's probably about 10 days on since the last clip for me, not for you, but so in that time, this one I bought on eBay. So this is the one I am going to use now instead of this one. I had managed to sort of straighten it out, but the pillar's cracked at the bottom now through doing that, and that one at the top. But it is salvageable. I will probably mess around in the background and you know, put some mud guards on it, or repair those, put an extra bit on, and then get it all ready, and then get it in primer and keep it as a spare. But to save a bit of time, because I am pushed for time, I'm just doing this now on the day that I uploaded the Matchbox Foden cement mixer, the Matchbox Lesney one. So that's why I've uploaded that one, and I've got another small one again which you might see before this video's out. But anyway, that was a sort of a stopgap, so I could have time for doing a bigger model like this one, but I have been really busy. Now we're going to crack on with this one. I'll undo this one off camera. You see me do that one. I've just got the 3 rivets. They've already got the dimples in them. I'll probably use the base from the other one and keep this base. That's assuming it's, is it the same? It's the same. Not quite the same. Is it the same? Yeah, it is the same. I thought this bit was different, but it's not. It is the same, it's just the way the light's shining on it. Okay, so like I say, I'm going to get on with this, dismantle this. I'll have to drill out those posts. I can't remember now, did I thread this one? I think I might have done. What did I put in my pot? If I put screws in there? God, that's how bad my memory is. Yeah, screws, so I was obviously, I tapped that front rivet post. I'll have to do the same with this one. Okay then, I'll get back to you then once that's all been in the caustic and we're ready to put the primer on. Right, okay, we got it all cleaned up, ready for the primer. I've washed it with methylated spirits. The cab I've drilled out for jeweled headlights. I had to put a filler in the door because there was a hole right through it, and it was a casting fault, and the paint had covered it. You couldn't see it. Once the paint was off, there was a hole in it right through. So we'll see what it looks like when the primer's on it. So that's all done, all cleaned up. There's the base and base of the trailer or the tanker, and that's all methylated spirited and all ready for the primer, which I'm going to go out and do now. Right, I've done the primer on there, on the cab, on the base, and on the tank. I've just sprayed this one again. I've used some filler primer on it because there was some sort of blemishes and dings and donks on it that I couldn't really sand out, so I've given it another coat. So I'll spray that white tomorrow, and I'm going to go out now and I'll spray the light blue and the grey on the base. So I'll get back to you when that's done. Right, okay, that's the white done on this. Now the top, move the camera up a bit. The top here, like where the filling lids are, and the sort of the ladder, the walkway along the top, I do want to do that probably in silver just to break it up a little bit, because I think there's too much white and it hasn't covered that well, the white in there, and I don't want to really spray it again. So yeah, I'm going to do that silver inside, so I'll mask the top. Now I need to mask off along here and down there, so the back is white and all this top bit is white. This bit's going to be light blue here, so I'm going to do that. I've got some tape here, so I'll mask the lines off with that, and then I might put some paper over, not to stick tape over the whole lot and risk pulling the paint off. I'm still a coward when it comes to the masking. Yeah, so I'm gonna, I can't see a blasted thing in a minute. Hang on, I've got me magnifying specs, I can't even see where the tape is stuck down. There you go. Yeah, so I need to mask along that line. I've been looking on the images now. There's like a little like a piece like this on here. You see the line there and on there, so I need to cover that with the tape because that stays white, and it's, you see the little ridge there, so it's this side of the ridge and the top side of the ridge that I want you know, to stay white. So the ridge has got to stay white as well, that's what I'm trying to say. So I'll mask on top of the ridge like that, and then the rest is blue on there. I don't know what's happened there, there's a bit of a cock up there, not cock up but a bit of a blemish, there must have been something stuck there. Okay, so I'm going to mask that off and then we'll have it. Right, okay, I've masked that off. I've used some paper there, actually the bill for my paint. That's what's left of it. Oh, that's my glove. £6.99, £6.66 each. That's this. Ow! Just fell off my stool. That's this Holtz Auto spray. Right, so I'm ready to go. Now I want to do this top bit silver like I said, so I don't know, I want to try and be crafty, not to do more masking than I have to. So I'm wondering if I can just get away with it. Doing the silver maybe first. Spray that on now. If it goes on the white it doesn't matter there because that's going to be blue. I might try that. I'll do the silver first and then I might be able to just cover up that front bit. Because I've put the masking tape along that ridge, I might be able to stick some more masking tape on that ridge after, even though the paint's going to be fresh. And I might get away with it and I might not. We'll see what happens. Right, I'm going to put this back in there. Right, I'm going to have a go anyway and then we'll see. I'll come back to you. Right, I've sprayed the silver on there. Now I need to try and mask those steps off. It's dried quick because it's really hot outside. It's warm and it's quite close. So I just put it out there for 10 minutes and it's really dried. Now because I've got the masking tape along the top there, I might just cut another piece of paper, sort of that width. Hang on, if I cut along that line, At least I'll have one side straight. Doesn't matter if it's a bit more. If it's a bit wider than that, because I can stick it. Yeah, I can stick it. I need it to go. I might have to just stick the tape across there. I can stick it along the other masking tape that's already there. I'm using my phone case just to put the tape. To cut that piece off, because if I stick the tape along a piece of paper, yeah, my phone case is kind of vinyl-y, so it doesn't matter, the masking tape sticks to it, because I can take it off again. I'll do another one the other side. Let's see what I'm doing. There you are, like that, and then I can stick it to the top. Like there. At least if I go from there, that'll do, won't it? Just to stop the blue going on it. Roughly. Right. Okay, so I just need to put a piece, I just need to cover that piece down there. So I'll risk putting the tape on. I'll just risk putting the tape on like that. And hope it don't pull the silver paint off. Yeah, out of it. That's it, that's on the floor. Where the hell did that go now? Oh, it's in my slipper. Another one this side. There. Cut that. No, just one over the top. Hopefully it won't go through. If it goes through, it goes through, eh? Ooh, watch it. There, that'll do. Right, so hopefully we'll get away with that. Maybe not. Who knows? That'll do. That'll do, because I just want to spray that side and that side. Okay, let's go and try it. Let's go and try it. Right, let's get the masking tape off and put the glasses on and see what kind of a job we've done here. I hope it's alright. Well, this bit will be okay because it's on the other tape. Okay. Now I've got to be careful here because I don't want to ruin anything. I don't know which bit to get first. Yeah, it's pulled a bit off already, look. And again, not good. At least it's touch upable. I'll try this one. Okay, that's a small bit. Now the masking tape stuck to my fingers instead of... Get off. Yeah. Okay, let's try this bit. It's not so bad when there's a bit of an edge like that, because at least it's easy to touch up. Yeah, it's along that top edge it's going all the time. But like I say, it's easy to touch up, so when it's on an edge like that. Trouble is, I can't remember which bit I masked up first. Pull that bit of paper off. This bit goes over the top of that bit. That bit's alright because it's on the other masking tape that's underneath, so we haven't got to worry about that. Pull that bit off. We're getting there slowly. Pull that bit off. Can't get that off the tweezers, it's stuck. Okay, so that's that bit gone. That bit off. Hey, get that bit off. Pull that off. so that bit's going to come first. Sticks to the fingers. Come on, get off. Okay, so we'll pull this gently. It's pulled a bit off there. Okay, so we can touch that up, it's not a problem. There's a mark there, I don't know what it is. That's gone. Okay, so let's try and pull this off this way. Oh, I hate doing this. Gently does it. There. Well, not too bad. Just that little bit there that we'll have to touch up. And a little bit on the top there and a little bit there. So it's nothing too drastic. It's turned out not too bad at all. Better than I thought. Okay, so that's that bit done. Just touch that up like I say and then lacquer it. And then I might put some lights on the back, jeweled lights. But yeah, not too bad at all. Okie dokie then. Right, okay, I've got a bit carried away with this one. I came home from work yesterday and I thought I've got to get this done. You know, it's Saturday today. This one's due out on Tuesday. I was late with the last one. So I want to try and get this finished. So I forged on with it. Forgot to film, I got so carried away. So basically I've done all the detailing. I scraped the front grille, which didn't go as well as I had hoped because I left it too long. I was too busy and I left it, I think it was 2 or 3 days I left it before scraping it. Well, I didn't leave it, I just didn't have time to do it. And I thought I need to do it like yesterday when I got home from work, and I did it, but the paint was really too dry, so it started to more flake or chip rather than, you know, be able to slice it off with a knife blade. But anyway, it hasn't come up too bad. I was looking at, there's a few differences. Now whether it's just the moulding on this one, this is the original, so this is the one that I've straightened up a bit. Got the broken pillars now through straightening it up, but I am going to do this one in the background, do some more mud guards for it. I'll use it for something else. That's the base off that one, so I'm using the original base which was off of this one. But anyway, if you look around here, I've got a pointer here, this piece, see around there, that is, it's sticking out, whereas on this one it's like a groove. It's not sticking out, it's sticking in. It's a groove. So whether that's the casting, you know, that hasn't worked out, it is a bit ragged around there. It's not very good. But That's one of them. Whether it's the casting or whether, you know, they're slightly different casting, whether it's different mould, I don't know. I don't know how they did them, but anyway. There's a few differences. The wheels are different on this one to the original milk one. This one has got these kind of Corgi wheels, the other kind, not the flat ones, the dished ones. So there's a few differences. Also, I had to alter the base because this one, well, this casting here, look, it's got the place to put the tyre in, so the hook part, you know, fits in the tyre. It stops the trailer coming off. Whereas this one, which was with this base, hang on, if I show you that, do you see the hole? It's different. This one's got the place for the tyre, this one hasn't. So this one's got the clip, so I'm going to have to put the clip back rather than the tyre, and because it's a clip, this base has got the 3 holes in, so 3 rivets. Well, it will be screws. This one here only had 2 holes in, but I've drilled another one in. So there's a lot of little differences that even I didn't realise until I came to do it. You know, that I didn't realise that there were all those differences. Anyway, trailer. Okay, we've done that. Now I was right on the dregs of my paint with the blue, so I couldn't afford to make too much of a cock up. I didn't really. You saw me take the masking tape off, but it didn't come up too bad. I just had to touch up a couple of little bits of the white. So that's good. Got the decals on. Unfortunately, they're from Black Square. They're good decals, very good decals. Water slides. The only thing was my lacquer has slightly reacted with them. So whether the Black Square, you know, they lacquered them with enamel lacquer rather than I use the acrylic, I don't know. It's had a very, very slight reaction. You can see it's a bit ripply, but not bad. But you know, unless I said, you really, well, to the layman, you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't really notice. Okay, so that's that. You know, that's all done. I've even got the overspray inside on the white, just like the original. Okay, so what I might do on this one, I might put a couple of little jeweled lights on the back. Now, I was polishing the wheels, and my drill battery's gone flat, and unfortunately I've only got one. I've tried to get another one since I bought the driller. I bought that at B&Q. This one. I should have bought another one at the time, but it was quite a bit more expensive for the spare battery, and I didn't have too much money left at the end of the month before I got paid, so I left it, and now you can't get them. Well, I can't get them over here anyway, so I've got to wait for the blasted thing to charge. And if you buy anything like that on eBay, they won't send it to Jersey because they say it goes by email. You know, you can't have lithium batteries in the planes, but it's bull because all our mail now comes by boat. We don't have airmail anymore to Jersey, so that's it. So anyway, I'm waiting for that to charge. I drilled that out for the dual headlights, so we might as well put the dual headlights in. Okay, so let's have a bash at this. I'll lean that back in my stand. Right, so gem tack, the usual script. That's for the dual or rhinestones or whatever you put glue them to fabric with. It's ideal for this. Dries transparent. There you go. Put a bit in the bottom of each. A little bit more on that one. There. Doesn't matter if it squishes out because it, like I say, it dries transparent so you don't see it when it's dry. And I'll put the lid on because I don't want my whole pot drying transparent before I've used it. I've got some Hammond organ records I bought on eBay, so I'm playing them in the background on my mum and dad's old stereo, my late mum and dad's stereo. It's sort of, it stayed in the house, so we're using it. It was one my brother and my sisters bought for my mum and dad on their 25th wedding anniversary, and I was not very big, I was quite small then, so I didn't contribute towards it because I didn't have any money. I wasn't old enough to be earning money. But now we're enjoying it. Right, okie dokie, let's get these Jules headlights in. Yeah, I like the old Hammond organ, I've always liked it. My brother was a great fan of Reginald Dixon. Blackpool Tower, resident organist then. We like going there sometimes when we go to Chester. We've been a few times to the Blackpool Tower. Last time we went it was still Phil Kelsall. I don't know if he's still going, he must be getting close to retiring, but anyway. To me, the first time I went I just couldn't believe it because I've always wanted to go there. And go and listen to the organ in the tower, you know, the tower ballroom. And the first time that happened it was just magical. I wish these jeweled headlights would go in magically. I'm not having a very good time with them this time. Oh, well, for goodness sakes, okay, we'll put that more flat. I've got a new pair of tweezers here, but okay, we got one in, so we're doing all right. I have got that sort of wax pencil. People recommend it to me, but I don't know, I don't seem to be able to get on with it. It ends up leaving white. Sometimes maybe I push too hard, leaving white on the little jewel, and then I can't seem to get it off after. Oh God, look, that's stuck to my finger now. Right, I think we got it. There. That looks alright, eh? Okie doke. So that's that. I did clean and dip the windscreen yesterday. The last thing I did. And so that'll be ready today. So hopefully we'll be putting this together soon. Probably in a few minutes for you, but it'll be later on for me. Okay. Right, we're pretty much ready to put it together. Right, so let's get on with this. Right, I need to put the back axle in, back wheels on. Now this is the longer axle of the three. let's see. I think that's where it's got to go in line now. I've got my vise here, so I'm going to try pressing them together. I don't know if I can show you. Hang on, I have to move my camera around. Don't know if you're going to see that, but anyway, I'll have a go. I'm not sure this is going to work. Don't want to tighten it too much and then end up bending the axle. Don't know if that's enough. It's pretty much there. Pretty much there. Bit of play, but there must always have been. Okay. Right, so that's that one. Now, what I've been mucking around doing, and I forgot to do it before. I shouldn't have forgotten to do it before, because I said I was going to do it at the beginning. There was a lot of play in these holes, and the axles were flopping backwards and forwards. So what I've done, I put some blue tack, blocked halfway, so there were little holes in there. And same this side, I've blocked there with blue tack, there with blue tack, and in the middle with blue tack, and then outside on these holes. And then I've used this resin, this stuff, UV resin. I poured it in, used my UV light, and I've got sticky all over my hands now from the ruddy bottle, which I don't want because it's going to go all over the model when I'm putting it together. Yeah, so I've put my UV lamp on it, let it go hard. That's the rest of it in the bottom there. I mixed it in there and put it in with a cocktail stick, actually, just dripping it in because I didn't want to put too much. And then what I've done, I've drilled it out with a 2mm shank drill, or 2mm drill, and that was a tight fit for the axle with a 2mm. But what I've done, I've gone in and out a few times with a drill, and then I've kind of screwed the axle through. So there should be no play in them now. So we'll put them on. See, I'm screwing them in because you've got that bit on the end of the axle which grips the wheel. So that's slightly wider than the actual axle itself. So once that's through, it's a bit tight, but once you got it through, yeah, the old axle turns okay. Okay, so I think those axles were both the same length if I remember rightly. Yeah, front and back are all sticky there now. Hang on, a bit of nail varnish remover, see if that works. I definitely don't want to get that on the rest of the model. I haven't had that much luck with this one, and I don't want to push my luck too far. Right, okay. Right, got a wheel. Okay, I think that's lined up. Okay, I'm going to go across and put it on the vise. I won't show you this time because you've seen me do the trailer. I'll do the front one as well. Now, I'll show you putting the axle through. It was really, that was an easy fix. It's probably not the correct way to do it, but that's the only way I could think to do it quickly. So that's what we've done. Right, I'm going to go across to the vise again and I'm going to do this. I'll come back to you when it's done. Right, okay. I need to put the windscreen unit in now. Forgotten about that. There you go. Right. I'm going to have to use my 5-second fix for that. Which is my new 5-second fix. Hang on, let's put that to one side. Sorry, I'll put a bit around inside there. If I can see it coming out, here it comes. There, that'll do for a minute. I might put some more after. Right, let's drop him in. That wasn't really how I wanted to do it, but there you go, that's the way it worked. Okay, then we'll put a bit more 5-second fix in there. That should be enough actually. A few splotches, just wipe that off. And then we get the old light on it. Make sure that's all properly in place. Yeah. Hopefully that should be done enough. The hell stuck to that? Just see. Seems okay. Right. Now we need to get the old spring in. Actually, I'm going to straighten that a bit. Where's my pliers? That'll be enough. That should be enough. Right. I did forget to say I painted the bumper white and I've put some little rear lights on the mudguards. Okay, so now we need the base. I'm wondering, should I put the Shall I put the tyres on first? I've got new tyres for it. These I bought on eBay. They're not that great. They've got a lot of bits of moulding on the outside. I did try to trim them down, but I ended up making more mess trying to trim them, so I thought it was just best to leave them how they are. They're better than not having any at all. Right, okay, so I think that's it for the spring. And I hope that's going to be enough. Make sure it's not flopping about. It is flopping about. There must be something to stop it flopping about. Oh look, I've pulled the paper now. I'm going to have a look at that. I'm going to have to go and have a look at one of my other models. Hang on, I'll get right back. Right, okay, I'm back. I've got two other ones I've looked at with the car transporter trailer on, and one of them the wire is loose inside and one of them the wire's tight. So, don't know. I think it'll do like that. It can't come off because the base stops it from doing so. Okay, so I've done my axles. They're nice and tight now. There's no play in those. They're almost a little bit too tight, but they would wear. If you were playing with it, they would wear pretty quick, I would think. But they're not tight, but they are a bit tighter than they should be. Okay, we're going to put this together, not like that, because that's when the pin just, the clip falls out. Okay, so this way. Now we got 2 screws and 1 rivet in the back. So front and middle of screws. That's my middle screw there because it's short. No, found a washer on the end of my screwdriver there. I think I might have the wrong screwdriver. That's not magnetic. Right, okay, here we go. First screw in. That's okay. Nice and tight. Right, put a screw in the front now. That's a long one. Been so long since I did this that I can't remember which screw goes where, but I think all the others are just long screws now because the rivet posts are all nice and long. There. Right, 1 little rivet in the back, more for show than anything else. Let my cocktail stick out. I'll use that. Put a little bit of glue on it. Yeah, that'll do. think I can get enough in there. Probably not. Don't think I put enough glue in my pot. I need it to run off the cocktail stick. That's better. We got some in there now. So I'll put that out of the way so I don't get some in where I don't want it. Right, rivet. God, don't drop that on the floor, we'll never see it again. Now, why won't it go in? Ah, that's it. God, I thought it wasn't going to go in then. Okay, right, that's in. Right. Okay, we'll shove that to one side. I think I got my fingerprint now on that window, which I don't really want. That's alright, come off. Right. Okay, we'll shove him to one side. Don't need the 5-second fix, I don't think, anymore. So we'll put him there. And we'll put the trailer together. Right, there's not really much to put together on this. Right, this, it's got to stick into there. And it's quite loose, so I do want to put a bit of glue on that. Where's my pot? I'll just put a bit around like that. There. Move this out of the way again. I can't get that in. I don't want to bang it too much. That'll do. Right. Get the old base on. Do it the right way around. You know what? I should have put that on first, I think, before that. Oh, flipping heck. Should have put it on before this thing. Oh, how many of you were shouting at the camera? Okay, now we can put him back. Yeah, here we go again. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. Right, we've just got to put the screws in now. probably looks like that I didn't really need to put any glue on that pin, because I thought it was loose, but it seems to be tight when it gets to the end. Right, that's nice and tight. I'll put the back one in next. Last one. Trying to do this without blocking the camera view, but I'm not being very successful. Right, that's that. Tyres on now. There. Okay. See, moment of truth. Yay. She's alright. We got a roller. She's alright. Well, now what have I done with the things that go on the end of my tweezers? Excuse me. I lose everything I do. Oh, there they are. Stop me stabbing myself. Okay. Right, well that's it then. Another one saved from the Corgi scrapyard. Another one in the end that hasn't turned out too bad. Quite pleased with it now. It has given me a bit of problems, but then they all seem to. You know, it's not just this one. It seems to be most of the ones I do. It looks quite nice with its jewelled headlights. Done the silver on the top, make it slightly different. Put some little rear lights on the back. Yeah, done the bumper white, which wasn't on the original model. The windscreen, again, I had a bit of, well, not a bit of trouble. When I cleaned it up, there's a lot of like air bubbles in the actual screen inside itself that were obviously there from manufacture. So there is a slight crack in the window there as well, but hardly anything. So apart from that, yeah, it's all come out quite nice. So I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for watching again. Another one of my videos, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And enjoyed it enough to come back next time for another diecast restoration video after this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, same as usual, outdoor shots, and then we'll put it on the turntable and compare before and after. So until next time, please take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio for now. Bye bye. Abato. See you next time.